Hi guys, and welcome to the Soul Escape. So I hope you guys are doing well, and let's ask some experiment question today. Why did they do this? Okay, so any person, any situation, can be love, can be job, can be somebody behaving in a way that you don't understand. So any person and any situation. So that is why it's an experiment reading, and we are going to have four options, and let's see why did they do this. We're going to have four options. I'm going to mix these up later on, so you can choose one, whichever you like. This is your pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So why did they do this? What is the motivation, reason, what inspired them? So let's say somebody started a new business, what inspired them? Somebody did something, maybe they fired you, job or any situation, love situation, they broke up. Why did they do this? So pile number 1, let's begin. We are not going to look at anything except why did they do this. Pile number 1, why did Empress, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands? So Empress is a woman who you identify as your girlfriend or your wife, or the main woman in your life, or the woman who's very close to you. So it's like the main person, main woman in your life. And King of Wands happens to be, there are two people in the situation. King of Wands happens to be a man who's like kind of fiery, impulsive, and all like very fiery type. So he's very outgoing, very extroverted. So you identify these two people, and they did this because they wanted some kind of a change in the situation. They wanted, the woman in the situation wanted to change something, and it's related to this man. So what did they want to change? Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and Nine of Swords. So I'm getting a conquering kind of energy here, like they wanted to conquer something. They wanted to conquer this person, and it's like a great stressful event for them. It's also not necessarily a person, but they wanted to conquer some kind of, like, have some kind of power in the situation, because Two of Wands is Dominion card. It's like having power in the situation. So, and it's like taking too much, effort, doing too much stressful work for that, and like it's really on their mind. So they really wanted something big, something which is like, let's see, King of Coins. So what I'm getting is this person did this for money, and this is power, money. King of Coins is a person who's got money, and Wheel of Fortune also talks about fortune, like big fortune, money. They want to change things and make things move in a certain direction, so that things can move according to how they would want it, because Knight of Wands is an impulsive, strong energy, conquering energy. So what I'm getting here is the reason for this is money, power, a person, and also a lot of stress about it. So like you can't sleep at night and you're in depression, and it's like also mental problem, some kind of a mental issue, because with the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands together, this is a state of mind which is crazy, almost like somebody, the other person in your situation, that person can be a little mentally unstable. So that is why it's like an impulse. It's like an impulsive behavior driven by mental health issues or depression or anxiety or stress. So this is what I'm getting here. And the situation is around one woman and one man. So this woman can be either, like I said, it's a main woman in your life, or it's some, like Empress is usually a beautiful woman. So that is what I have for pile number 1. this is what I have for pile number 1. I know it's an experimental reading, so I'd really like to know if this is accurate for you. Pile number 1, what was the situation? What was the question? And is this true in your situation? Let's move on to pile number 2 and see why did they do this? Any person, any situation, why did they do this? Judgment, Hanged Man, and the Wheel of Fortune again. The Judgment, Hanged Man, and Wheel of Fortune, all three are major arcanas. It's like a big karmic event. It's not, it's like divinely planned. It's karmic. It's coming back maybe from a past life. It's something that is going to be the main event in your life. And whatever happened was not a small thing. It's a huge thing. It's a big thing. It's something that makes a lot of difference to, you and anyone involved. So the question is, why did they do this? It's because it's some kind of a divine understanding that's coming from within them. Hanged Man is enlightenment and judgment is a divine call. So it's a divine calling, it's in their mind, it's deep, profound. I think I'm getting a positive feeling about this. It's something that they know through maybe dreams or intuition or psychic things, psychic abilities, God giving them signs, God giving them signals, universe guiding them, universe telling them to do this, to do that, to behave like this, to take this action, not take this action. So that whole thing is going to change a lot. It's going to change everything. Whatever they are getting, whatever messages they are getting, they act upon those messages and it changes things. It makes things move, things change according to these messages that they receive. So again, like it could be something as simple as why did they not call you, or why did they call you, or why did they fire you from the job? It's because they were told, like from within, like a divine calling. Like why did they let's say somebody left their high paying job and started something else which is not so high paying. It's a divine calling. It's something that is coming from within. So if you're asking about yourself, why did you do this, then it's a divine calling, and you need not ignore that. You should not ignore that. It is something that is a higher. Queen of Wands, Temperance, again it's an angel card, and the Knight of Wands. So Queen of Wands, a woman is involved in the situation, or this woman can be very hot, attractive, confident, and fire energy, ambitious, and all those things that come with fire signs. So again, Temperance is an angel card, so getting some kind of a guidance from above, and they did this because they wanted to be very patient in this situation, and they were getting like I said, messages. So it's like they're being patient and then they're taking action, like a very strong action, then they're being patient and taking a strong action. So that is like an inner impulse guided by divine energies. So this is why they did this. So pile number 2, thank you for joining me, and let's move on to pile number 3. I'd really like to know if this was accurate in your situation, and what is the situation like, and what's happening in your story. So moving on, pile number 3, why did they do this? Could be you, yourself, could be someone else, and it could be any situation. Let's pull 3 cards and see why did they do this. High Priestess, 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So I'm getting a lot of sneaky cards here, sneaky energy. Somebody hid something from you, or told you a lie, or cheated, or created confusion in the situation. It's because they meant to be cheating. They did this because they wanted to cheat, because they wanted to be sneaky, because they wanted to hide, because they wanted to keep a secret, because they didn't, because they wanted to confuse you. They wanted to create some kind of a mystery or confusion. So let's say they didn't call you when you were expecting them to call you. It's because they were trying to be trying to confuse you about what's going on. So it was intentional, it was an intentional confusion. And what else do we have? Five of Cups and Page of Cups. It's this could be related to a love situation, flirting, or a child. So if somebody, again, they did this because there's love. They did this because they are sad about love. They did this because they're sad about a child. They did this because there is some kind of so there's a sadness about love or sadness about a child going on. And again, this conquering energy comes in where they want to take action very strongly. Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. So they wanted to take action very strongly, and they were very ambitious about it and wanted to win. They wanted to be popular. They wanted to stand out. They wanted to satisfy their ego, or be in like the victory position, be the one who's on the on a high, like on the ruling, like top, like being on top. So being like popular, and everybody appreciates you, and everybody wants to be with you, and all that kind of. So I'm seeing like a popularity, something going on, and that is why they did this. So some kind of a lie, some kind of cheating. And also again, there's this with the Knight of Swords and Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords, a strong energy, conquering kind of energy going on. They did this because they wanted to behave in this manner. So thank you, pile number 3. Let's move on to pile number 4 and see why did they do this. Why did they do this? And I'd really like to know about your situation. Why did they do this? The pile number 4, the 3 of Swords comes out in reversed. The Sun and the Star. So there are 2 major arcanas here. Somebody was heartbroken. Somebody was very sad and disappointed, and there were like a betrayal going on. A third party could be situation, like it's not necessary that it's always about love. It could be like somebody selected someone else over you for a project, so something like that. So there's this 3 options, or 3 people, 4 people, and there's heartbreak going on over betrayal. And to overcome that, they did this to regain their confidence, to act confident, to be more confident, and be like, the Sun and the Star is a strong energy which is like shining bright. Sun and the Star is the center of attention. So again, we're getting the center of attention kind of thing. And Sun is a strong ego. Star is your imaginations and fantasies and dreams and illusions. So to overcome some kind of this heartbreak situation, they did this. Also to make it clear, bring it out under the sun, expose it, when like the sun shines and everything becomes clear and exposed. So to do that, to achieve that kind of clarity, they did this. Now I don't know what did they do. To me it's sounding totally random. I would like you people to tell me in the comments what is the situation like, and what is it that you're asking about. Again, let me pull more cards. Why did they do this? To travel somewhere, to go somewhere for the sake of money, for the sake of business and prosperity, and for the sake of authority. And basically it's cold-heartedness. It's some kind of a cold-hearted approach towards money, cold-hearted approach towards traveling and going somewhere and moving. So the truth, basically, it's like the truth coming out, and their dreams and fantasies coming to an end, because their dreams and fantasies came to an end because they had some illusions about how things work, about the truth, about the lies, and those illusions, it was like cut, and the truth came out, and a big, it was like a death like moment for them when this truth came out and their fantasies were cut and the reality was in front of them. So it was like death for them, and that is the reason they did this. So that's it for today. I know it was a very short video. Also, I don't know your situations. I don't know what did you ask about. I'm really interested to find out if this was accurate in your situation, if something like this applies to you, because these are experimental readings that I've seen and they work for me. So I would like to know if it's working for people on my channel also. So please tell me if this works for you, if this was accurate, and if you liked it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.